Really? That you got pushed up around your neck every time we see you.
Well, he need to re-augment yours, because yours are down like banana boats. But a lady.
You don't come for me unless I send for you.
All right, well, you didn't send for me, and I still came for you, so okay. I'll be playing.
Well, I hope you got that straight, Monique, with a Y instead of an O. Who does that anyway?
Okay, we school getting ready to take an exam, so I ain't have nothing to do with it.
I was told by a good source.
Oh, well, you have a bad source.
At some point,
and Phaedra is having an AIDS test to make sure you don't have AIDS.
I know I didn't say that.
You did.
I know I didn't.
She's an actress. But the thing was, is at that time, her behavior to me was very odd, because it was always this very flirtatious behavior with everybody that had on a necktie.
I'm offended by it, so I just
don't be offended.
I'm offended by it because you don't know me like that. Don't get it twisted. So are you my mama? Are you my mama? I don't think so. You're no one's mama, so you just keep your little toy to yourself.
Stop trying to chat with my husband. We don't want to be your friends. Let that be known. You know what?
I think everybody could agree with that.
Kenya has a way of provoking people. I mean, that's just the truth.
I'm not sure what's in the water or what's in that wine, but everyone is acting like they're vampires and baying at the moon.
Brought us there, you know, but at the end of the day, Candy and I both know the real story behind Chuck. I mean, he is trying to make up his lackluster athletic career.
I never tried to your husband. I really don't care about your relationship.
I'm
if you
sure
want to
you
call
don't.
it that.
I'm sure you don't. That's why you don't have a relationship.
Her comment is in court documents.
All right, well, I want to talk about the show.
Please. Yeah, because that has nothing to do with the show, Miss America. General rule is you shouldn't be texting nobody's husband. And you did imply that something inappropriate happened. No. And while she's sitting around, running around, talking about my husband and the father of my children, and she spends her weekends peddling through sperm banks, looking through catalogs to try to find a donor.
Tells you it's one thing, but Phaedra, here's the
what
thing.
it tells is one thing, right? Okay, homewrecker, really? Well, I'm looking at you
I'm
and
not
calling
the one.
you a whore.
I'm not the one.
Well, good. Don't be the one.
Yeah.
Hold your little
What's moving on?
toy. Honey, you don't know if your baby daddy will be an axe murderer or a child molester, because what you will know is that he needed $10 to get him a medium-sized pizza, so he ejaculated in a cup so you could have a kid. Now, check that. Nene is exactly right this time. Kenya deserves a good read on having good manners, but once a heathen, always a heathen. That's why she's Kenya Moore.
Clients
whatever
waiting.
you want, because I might be a head doctor, but you can't be a housewife because you can't get a husband. I have asked you not to speak to my husband outside of my company. You should respect that if you think that we will ever have a friendship, because you're crossing the line and you've done it so many times. So my first thing was like, do I slap the dog out of her?
Because you get nothing else from me today. Goodbye. Don't make me call Portia.
Oh, Jesus. Kenya knows that she went for my husband beyond those text messages, but it did not work because Apollo was not looking for an old beauty queen with scrambled eggs. I knew that Velvet was her friend. I mean, that was probably, you know, one of her only good friends. Well, don't tell me what my husband said. Well, what about your own husband? Don't come at me with that. If you drink like a fish, you're an alcoholic. If your mood swings change from day to night, you might be bipolar. But I didn't start the rumor. Her behavior started the rumor. Don't say anything about anybody until they come for me. And that's what she did. And I just said, basically, you trying to talk about my Aquafina because you're sitting on Captain Crunch. So, hey, 5 minutes? I could care less.
It's my relationship to
Well,
talk
then
about.
why do you talk about it if you don't want to make a topic of discussion? I don't see you using your platform responsibly. I don't see you, you know, being the ideal black woman. I don't see you supporting anything. First, the waiter can't find the faucet to fill our water glass, and now he's bringing us stale crackers. I'm not sure if I'm in a bad communion or if there is a serious problem at this restaurant. Well, I have hair.
Stop.
I'm not saying my hair is because it's not.
Stop, Phaedra.
Oh,
Just
honey,
be real for
no,
once.
why don't you be
For
real?
once
Why
in
don't
your
you be
life,
real?
You said that you were dating some African guy.
Have you ever seen me with an African guy? Or do all of us have African guys? That seems to be the running trend. I called her a whore because of the behavior she displayed. If you got whorish ways, then you might be a whore. You're sitting here talking about you had a business deal go awry. You're still a millionaire. If money could make me sleep at night, I would be sleeping like a baby. I'm not saying me, honey. I'm saying you're closer than to 40 than 20.
Phaedra,
I hear you mumbling under your breath.
I called you a whore and I called you a slut because if it looked like a duck, it quacked like a duck, and it's yelling, it's swimming a pond, it's a duck.
Women
well, what was it to you talking about?
I'm just like, why is your husband told my husband about
why were you concerned about what my husband said?
She can say whatever she wants to, that doesn't make it true.
All I'm saying is he said it. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, well, if you didn't see it for yourself, you can't believe it.
But Peter did.
Okay, so are you going to be able to come to the Dr. Jeff thing?
No. I can't be around these dark hearts.
Really? I'm having an affair, really?
Girl, I can't.
Cynthia having the audacity to try to bring up some stuff. Girl, bye.
But do you think that you and Cynthia will be cool again?
No.
What you throwing shade, Phaedra?
Girl, I don't even know this girl. I could care less about her.
Oh, yeah.
So work on
honey,
next
I have
season.
plenty jobs. How many do you have?
Honey, I have
Because I'm
20
not selling
jobs as
pipe
well.
dreams to little girls.
Honey, it doesn't. Your husband told my husband that.
But you obviously told your friend Kenya, and you have made it into something that you did not fact check.
No, I did
You
not.
didn't have wine with them and tell them, oh, this is,
Yeah, but that was before we sat down.
If you were a real woman, you would have called me and said, Phaedra, this is what's going on.
I don't know why Cynthia's being so vicious to me. My mom orders from the plus-size magazine that she models for. These hens can cluck all they want. I'm not afraid to take them to the slaughterhouse and chop their heads off if I need to.
You had the wrong spirit, honey.
Well, your spirit was not exactly glowing.
Well, what
when
was
you
my
got there.
spirit supposed to be?
I was reciprocating your energy.
Oh, really?
I could have very easily
No, you were
apologized.
reciprocating your mean energy.
Matter of fact,
I guess new face, new personality.